What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Merc the Mike. This is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Merc the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we got tons of wrestling to cover. We have Backlash results. We have the Week in Wrestling. But first, we had our wrestling retrospect, and it was X-Pac. So X-Pac, I guess, would be any iteration of X-Pac. So you can go for 6, you can go for 1, 2, 3 kid, whatever is your liking. But I have my first match. I think I put the him and Brett match on with Bret Hart stuff, so I'm gonna stay away from that one. So my first one is WCW Nitro 6/16/1997. This was for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. This is Rey Mysterio versus Six Pac. Um, I chose this one because it was part of like the whole NWO kind of taking over. Six was the current cruiserweight champion. I think he loses it at the No Way Out pay-per-view to Eddie Guerrero. So he's been going through like the luchadors and trying to take them out. This is a very fast-paced match, very fun. But then you had the NWO all kind of fucking with Rey Mysterio, and even Pac is like bigger than him, but you still have Kevin Nash and Scott Hall kind of fucking with Rey Mysterio. But very good action, very solid stuff. Ray almost gets the win, but Kevin Nash messes it up, and Six wins. They picked on a little guy. It's fucked up.
You picked the wrong man. The first one I have, let's see, there's just a lot of stuff. Lightning Kid versus Jerry Lynn. 2 out of 3
Nice.
falls. This is GWF 1991. If you would like to see it, it's on the Wrestling Rewind YouTube. Uh, so I think Lightning Kid, he was in red and yellow. I think he was fresh out of Japan. He has a championship. I don't know which one it is. Jerry Lynn and him have a rivalry in that federation.
Yeah.
This is another match I have that he comes and saves him, but we'll save that for later. This one is 2 out of 3 falls, and it has a special stipulation that they can only use the moves they picked, I guess, which are their finishers, and then pin. So Jerry Lynn's, he can only do the sleeper to finish the match or to score a point, and X Lightning Kid can only do the lightning strike, which is a tombstone.
Damn.
It's like damn. All right. And actually, it's a 100% like solid back and forth match, as in no outside interference, no shenanigans. So it's pretty cool to see it back in the day. Also, baby face Jerry Lynn, like because every time we see Jerry Lynn, me personally, he's always looked like somebody's dad.
Yeah.
It's just funny to see
And
him with no
he
mustache.
started his career pretty older too. He was up there in age
He
when he
did.
started. Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't have been that old because this is 91. Like,
91, so
goddamn,
he was
he
like probably
is
30s
more.
because when he fought RVD, I think he was like 40 in his 40s. I
Jesus,
mean
well,
ECW, yeah.
he ages like fine wine then, because the man still doesn't look old.
Yeah.
It's like he hit a certain age and stopped, like our truth.
Yep.
Um, I would recommend watching it just to see the different types of movesets and to see actual Lightning Kid be a threat, because
Yeah.
you know how we pretty much after like the 1, 2, 3 era, he kind of became like a lackey.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his moments, but you know what it is. He was always the third man, the fourth man.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I recommend it. The winner of the match is actually Jerry Lynn.
Nice.
Yes, one of 1, 2, 3's homies shows up. I don't know who it is. So there is like interference at the last fall, excuse me. And then he knocks him out and he puts him to sleep. So there you go.
Nice.
2 sleepers. You think he'd stop at the first one, but he can't. So
Damn. All right. My next match. This is TNA X Division Championship match. This is Six Pac versus AJ Styles. Um, this does not give me the. Oh, actually, August 10th, 2011. Um, X Pac is the X Division champion. This was when it was NWA TNA. And AJ Styles looks. I think this was his first title win on the X Division title win. He had a manager with him. I do not recognize the guy, so I can't really tell you who he is. But it's a really good back and forth match. I think Xbox actually on a podcast talked about this match because he said he was extremely high off of meth in this match. So you see him a lot of like woozy a lot of times here and there in the match, and then so he actually really talked about it. He said for some reason, like he said it was a good match, but he said like I don't remember anything because he was pretty much fucked up on off of it. But he rewatches it and then talks about it and stuff like that. But he said like AJ Styles just made it easy for him to compete. So again, this is a fun match to watch. A lot of good offense. AJ Styles is like extremely high flyer in this one. He tries to catch the Styles Clash, but X Pac like holds on to the bottom rope to block it. The manager of AJ Styles tries to interfere it, and then causes X Pac to let go, and then he does the Styles Clash, and you got a new champ in AJ Styles. It was a weird turnout too because the manager ended up betraying AJ Styles, and then X Pac and him also like shook hands and cheered with each other. So it was a weird story thing. Yeah, that was my match.
Okay. Second one I have is Sabu versus Lightning Kid. This one is, let's see.
Sadly, Sabu just
Wait, wait,
passed away today.
really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. It was just announced recently. Rest in peace, Sabu. He had his
wow.
last match not so long ago either, and yeah, he passed away today. Well, they announced it today.
Well, R.I.P. Sabu. This is Sabu versus Lightning Kid. This is April 17, 93. Uh, at an event called Grand Slam. Um, Now here's the thing. I'm not sure if the guy with Sabu on the outside is the Sheik. Is the original Sheik? I think it is.
It probably is.
Um, he's got long blonde hair, long blonde ponytail. Not sure if you recognize him or not. I thought it was Lou Albano, but it is not. He has the shirt open, big Hawaiian shirt open. Regardless, this match is insane. They go tit for tat. They go high flying. They have martial arts moves going on here. Uh, and then because Lightning Kid is keeping up, the guys, the manager is so pissed that he comes out like sneakily, grabs him and slams his head against the post, which is metal. So he's just his face looks like stone cold, like he is messed up.
Hmm.
Um, so he's dying in front of the in front of this crowd of people, like it's mad blood. And that's like halfway through the match. And so they continue to have just this really good match. But then again, every time kid shows up Sabu with like either a dive or something, that guy shows up and start taunting. So he's never really having a 1-on-1. And then right before kid wins, the Sabu pulls the ref gets knocked out, and then you know what it is. They just jump his ass. And then that's when I said Jerry Lynn comes to save him. And so the result is they throw out the match. Kid gets the win because of DQ, so he wins. The guy's name is Humperdinck.
Humperdinck. I have no clue
Yes,
what that is.
yes. He
Uh,
looks like it looks like Lou Albano but blonde.
okay.
Maybe that's who it is. I don't know.
I don't know what
Not
that is.
familiar.
I'm not familiar. Let's see. here. So this was on an MTV show that didn't take off. It had like one season and it just didn't take off. But I remember this match being like one of the big highlights, and it was for the first title of this thing. So this was WSX Championship, Lucha Extreme Death Match. This is Vampiro versus Six Pac. This aired on MTV, and MTV was trying to get behind this. It has a couple episodes on MTV, but it didn't last long. Um, you also have like a rap. I think DMX was on the commentating team.
Really? All right.
Yes, I think he's on the commentating thing. I'm just realizing it now. Um, let's see. I think I just saw his face. Let me make sure if it's him or not, because I'll definitely just send you this match. But it was a very good, crazy hardcore match for their championship. Um, yeah, it looks like DMX. No, it's not DMX. It looks like him though. It has like the sunglasses and stuff, but it's not DMX. It's probably another rapper, but it's not him. Maybe Sticky Fingers or something. They had like they wore the same like sunglasses and shit. So, but
Yeah, they both ball. I get you.
yeah, there you go.
Except Sticky Fingers is clean.
It's someone in the MTV world because this was aired on MTV.
Okay.
It was a very fun match. It was a weird death match because it was like a lightly hardcore match compared to what I seen Vampiro done and in different places. But it was a fun, entertaining match. They did do a lot of like highlighting the crowds and stuff and their reactions and stuff. It looked like they were like actors watching it instead of actual crowd. Kind of reminds me of the original idea of what Lucha Underground was, but just with actors in the crowd. They go way too many times to the crowd. Like, look at their reaction after this hit. Look at their reaction after this hit. But beyond that, it was a solid match. Vampiro wins, and he is their first champion.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. And the last one I have is this is on the WWE channel on YouTube. It is Shane McMahon versus X Pac for the European title.
That was quick.
WrestleMania 15.
Yeah.
Uh, this one is a surprise, I guess, because I didn't see this one when it happened. I
Yeah.
think maybe I've seen the Raw after and before, but I wasn't watching pay-per-views back then
Yeah.
as often. Um, this is everybody hates X Pac, the match.
Yeah.
Before he comes out, as he's walking to his entrance, what do they call them? What do they call Briscoe and
The Stooges.
Patterson? The Stooges attack him.
Yes.
So he has to deal with them. Deals with them. Then he has to deal with the fact that Shane has Test outside,
Yeah.
who I realize that may be the look that Big Bill is going for. He's got the jeans on. I'm not sure if he has the work boots, but
Yeah.
if you look at Test in this and you look at Big Bill, you like, holy shit, that looks just like him.
Yeah.
Um, so he's got that to deal with. Then he's got the Mean Street Posse in the crowd to
Yeah.
deal like I said, everybody hates X Pac.
I know. It was
And
like everyone, and then even his
oh, we're
team.
not done.
Yeah.
We're not done. We're not done. So Xbox was building up to hitting the Bronco Buster. He finally hits it after missing it, after Shane getting pulled out of the ring by Test. He hits it right. He's like, yeah, he's gonna go on a roll, and then he weathers more shenanigans only to be about to win, and then Triple H and China come out and you think, yeah, they were on his side. Wrong. China distracts the ref. Triple H hits a pedigree on X Pac. Hits a pedigree on X Pac. Pulls Shane. Shane wins the championship. I forget if he was the champ already. I think he was. So he retained. And then it's not over because then Triple H tells Test to pick him up. Triple H just starts wailing on him
Yeah.
with no end in sight. Then the New Age Outlaws come out.
And
They
then
get
they
their
they
asses
did
beat.
the same thing to Kane in that pay-per-view as well.
They get their asses beat.
Because
Then Kane shows
China
up.
was coming out with Kane, and then they betrayed Kane that same pay-per-view. That's what made X Pac and Kane tag team afterwards.
Okay, so then Kane comes out. I've never seen Kane move this fast. He jumps over the top rope to leave the ring. That's how fast he and angry he is, and
Yeah.
he's power walking.
Yep.
So, and that's how it goes off. Kane saves the day a little too late. Xbox is dead. So there you go.
So it was definitely, yeah, it was earlier in that pay per view. China betrayed Kane. And I think he was
Okay.
fighting Triple H, and then Triple H wins, and that was the beginning of the My Time Triple H too. That was the first time he went heel and
Uh,
shit like that. So that started that Triple H era.
well, I wouldn't say the first time he was a bad guy. He was
No,
just,
his started that Triple H My Time era. That was like
yeah.
the beginning of the My Time character
Because I
that he
remember
became in the ring.
before he was making stinky faces and talking with an accent. So,
Yes,
yeah.
it was after that. Before that, yeah. All right. All right, we get our next wrestling retrospect at the end of the show. We go to the week in wrestling. Yes, we missed last week, so we're just gonna go this week and then go into backlash results. So this week, Monday Night Raw, we got kickoff with Paul Heyman confronting Jey Uso.
He talks too much.
Yes,
Somebody tell Paul Heyman stop talking.
I love KO's message. Are you gonna get the same Seth Rollins? Are you gonna get the same tan that your two partners do?
I hope so.
He was like, "Love you, miss you, bye."
Indeed.
Yeah, that tan is kind of ridiculous. Spray tanning.
No, that's the Braun Breaker Dominican tan, man. What you talking about?
Oh man, I actually liked the promos back and forth. I thought it was pretty solid and interesting, also, and which led into a world title match at the end of the night.
Well, see, at least now we know people's motivations. There you go.
Yeah,
I will say that still think it was a little long-winded, even for Paul Heyman, but at some point they want to let you know what's going on, so you're not in the dark. So whatever.
yeah.
It was good.
First action we get is Penta versus JD Mudugan.
Good match.
Very
I
good
don't know
match.
why this man says why he's out there wrestling, man. Sit your ass down, JD. God damn.
Yep. Lost by this Destroyer. Wow.
So that's no, is that the second time he won with that?
No,
Because didn't
first
he beat
time.
Dom?
No,
He should. Okay.
he didn't beat Don because he picked him back up and did the.
No, no, I don't mean the
Uh,
same match. I mean, hasn't he beaten
no,
Dom once? No,
I don't think so.
nobody.
I don't think so. I think this is the first one he won with the Destroyer.
Okay. All right.
Let the
All right.
Destroyer win matches. It's a fucking cool move. Let him
Let the
win
arm
matches.
break win matches. How about that?
That too. That too. That
How
too.
about that?
Next piece of action we got. Austin Theory comes out and he gets to fight Sheamus. He looked
Well,
like
he
he had a
messed up.
little too much fun kicking his ass.
I think he pooped a little.
Probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. Lucky he was not wearing white.
That and it's all his partner's fault for not wanting to fight Sheamus.
Yep, all his fault. We go into Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria got into a huge brawl. I like the whole story they're telling. Even though it's short wind and stuff like that, I'm digging that Becky's giving her like a shot to get at her and things like that too. Like she's being very giving with the promos back and forth.
Well, you want the other person to
No,
shine.
100%.
It's
So
because she wouldn't be there without her.
So I will say that's the example that Charlotte should have if when it comes to other people too. Let the person actually interact with your promo instead of not over talking on the promo kind of thing. But I thought it was great. It made me more interested in the match.
I will say, in Charlotte's defense, it's probably what they tell her to do. You know that because
Probably
nothing goes on the show without somebody giving the green light.
true.
Because she would go behind the curtain, they probably curse her out if she did whatever she wanted to do. So they probably always want her to be an asshole.
Yeah,
Not her fault.
we got we got Io Sky, the world champion, versus Roxanne Perez in a non-title match. Match was fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And it ended with Julia. And well, the match ended. Io Sky won, and then Julia comes in and they destroy Io Sky.
And then did somebody save her? Because I think she has friends. Oh wait, let me look that.
No, no one saved her. They got rid of her friends.
No, no, didn't isn't that why we have a tag team match
Oh
with
yeah,
Rhea?
yeah, yeah.
Didn't Rhea come out?
No, Rhea didn't come out. We have a Rhea's in Australia.
Oh, oh, it was the week before. Never
Yeah,
mind, never
yeah,
mind. That
yeah,
she helps her.
yeah, yeah.
I
Rhea was
forget
in
it.
Australia this week.
There's a delayed reason why she's in a match with her.
Yes. So she got jumped, and WWE let go half the damage control. So she don't have people there anymore.
Yep, she got no friends.
Yeah. All right. Good segment though. I actually really dug the match, and I'm happy Julia's getting some shine as well. I like the team up of Roxanne and her. I think it looks well. Reminds me of the Stardom, her and Stardom.
Well, she's not a bad guy. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Rusev versus Otis.
Good to see him back. I mean, it was more of a match than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
So Otis was fighting back. Not this match, right? But at some point, they gotta pull a trigger on Otis, man.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I agree.
crowd is 10,000% behind Otis. That's all I'm saying.
I'm like, y'all like deaf?
They're
Like
gonna
you don't
waste it.
hear the crowd when Otis is out.
They're gonna waste it again. You
Yeah.
can't pull a Vince 2.0. You gotta. This dude is just everybody loves this guy.
Yep. Gunther vowed to squash Pac McAfee.
I mean, well, he did.
He did.
Listen, they put it that way, but Pat McAfee was talking a whole lot of shit.
Yep.
So he called him soft. And he said, "You're gonna need Jesus to save yourself." So we'll see what happened, and we saw what happened.
Yeah. We go into the main event, which is Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins for the World Championship. Amazing. It was a great main event. It had its shenanigans. It had run-ins, things like that. Saving Braun Breaker, and then also Punk comes for the save. And then this one thing I didn't catch was the sucker punch by Logan Paul, which I think it was announced on YouTube that it was a sucker punch. I don't think it aired on the TV on Netflix.
Yeah, it says unseen footage on it.
Yeah. And they setting that match up for a Saturday Night main event at the 24th.
Gotcha.
Monday Night Raw, what do you give it?
Monday Night Raw. I think I gave it an A-. A lot of exposition, a lot of things happening, but I think most of the good stuff was present. I don't think there was anything really bad.
I need New Day on TV.
True. This is true.
That is all. So I'll go B plus. I need New Day on TV.
You know what? I agree with you. All right. I agree with you.
NXT. We go to our first match is Joe Hendry and Hank and Tank versus Dark State.
Still a good match. Hank and Tank, man, they are special.
Yeah, it was fun.
They are special.
But Dark State gets the win
Yes.
because of Trick Willie. Trick
Trick
Willie.
Willie. He's a hater.
Yep, yep. Kalani Jordan versus Zyra. Thought it was solid.
I didn't. I couldn't have predicted who was gonna win, but I see the story going into it is now that don't touch Soruka because it makes Zarya go crazy.
Yes.
She'll put you through a wall.
Very good match though. I thought it was probably one of Zyra's better matches since she became to the NXT. Good
I
match.
think, but to be fair, hasn't she only had like two full-length matches since she's been there, like solo?
Yeah, she was in a lot in tags. She did I think level
Before,
up a couple times too.
because the first match was the Battle of the Big Girls,
Yeah.
and that was like the first full match she had, and this is like the second full match she had. So yeah, good
Yeah.
to see.
Good stuff. Yeah, Parker challenges Carmen Pekovic to a match. That was a backstage segment. Um, she's gonna let him shooting people.
Oh,
Jay gonna get gun. She getting tired of people. Yeah, I
GTA
keep
6.
playing.
They they know the date for GTA 6. She ready.
Yeah, I keep playing. We got the number one contender battle royal. Um, we had a lot of big. We had some surprises. We had a bunch of guys, but a lot of surprises as well from NXT, LFG. We have guys from Evolve and TNA. One being Elijah was fucking surprising to me. Um, yeah, we had a big battle royal, and the winner was Born. Was Miles Born? Yeah, he won.
Well, Baby Randy. Yes, sir.
I was surprised. Like I like the fact that that was out the fucking blue. I did not expect him to win, and I'm happy that he did.
Yeah. Look, I'm not mad at more story for NQCC. Let's go.
Yep. Um,
But the story basically is Trick Willie did not win.
yep. Trick really did not win because of Joe Hendry.
That's what you get for being a hater.
Mm-hmm. So Elijah threw him out.
Hmm.
Oh, and yeah, it was good stuff though. I'm actually looking forward to that match. We had Zachary
You know
Spencer
what?
there too.
Again, that was like a could have been a nothing burger match, but the talent just made it a good match.
Yeah, we had
Just
Timothy Thatcher in there. I was like, yeah, Timmy.
Timothy Thatcher, but even some of the guys
Yeah,
from Evolve were good. Like,
yeah.
and then the whole sequence with Javon and the last guy, like,
That
well,
was
one of the newer
sick.
guys,
That was sick. Yeah,
like
that
they're
German.
both really good. I don't know who that guy is. The young dude.
He's part. He has that WWE ID. He's been in Indies for a little bit.
Okay, yeah, he's good. He's very good.
Yeah, Jada Parker versus Carmen Petrovic, and Parker wins.
Of course, Petrovich be getting she be was it checking cashing checks? Did
Yep,
I ask cash? Yes, because all that karate ain't gonna do you no good in the hood.
yep.
That's all I'm saying. Jada Parker ain't playing that. So,
And
but
then good.
Thea tried to save her,
Yeah,
didn't she?
yes she did.
don't don't be getting Thea hurt.
Thea tried.
Don't be getting,
To Thea Hill, they gonna line up fighting.
she needs better friends.
Yeah,
Leave Petrovich alone. She can't help you.
be friends with Jada. Try to be friends with her.
Oh no. She'll kill you.
I could see her becoming a thug.
I mean, you know that'll be interesting. She seems to be a chameleon.
Yeah, she'd be one with Miss Parker.
Hmm.
And then it wasn't our main event. No, yeah, main event is Julia versus Jordan Grace for contendership for the NXT Championship to fight Stephanie Valkyrie. Very good
Yeah,
match.
great match. Stop trying to kill my Julia, man. Try
Yes,
doing.
a little scare, a little scare.
Also, it's kind of like John Cena. That reminded me of John Cena and Shinsuke, and it's just she didn't know the move.
Yeah,
Because remember, John Cena, Shinsuke almost killed him with the regular ass reverse suplex he did, just
yeah,
because John Cena doesn't know.
yeah,
So I get it.
yeah. It wasn't like intentional. Like it was like kind of like sometimes like you just sell shit weird, and if that's the first time you take it, your body don't know how to fucking move. That's like when people lift their head, keep their head down during the fucking Styles Clash. That fucking scares the shit out of me every single time.
This is true. This is true.
So, very good match though, very good matchup, and that was our main event. NXT, what you give it?
I give it an A minus. It was a good show. Like all the matches were great. I
Yeah,
don't know. Stories going in good directions, and that's gonna be a hell of a match. Jordan versus Stephanie.
yeah. So I'm gonna go A, cause I'll say Battle Royal for the surprises alone was real worth it, and not and making that match so unpredictable. Like you did not guess who was gonna win that.
Hmm.
So I
Or
kudos
or
for
who's
that.
gonna be there?
Yeah.
I didn't expect Elijah.
Yeah. Like when I saw it, I didn't say nothing until you said something because I didn't want that one to be spoiled. I was like, yo, you got to see that one. So I was like, yeah, fucking Elijah. That one got a pop too. Like the crowd was fucking very happy to see him.
Well, it's not the same people that told him to drift away. So.
Yeah, exactly. I did watch AEW Dynamite. Did you catch it?
No, I wanted to see the women's stuff.
Okay. I'll run through it real fast, and then you had a matchup between Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. Hangman wins. It was a solid match. They also got a one-on-one thing with Ospreay came out and stuff, so they talked shit to each other. You had a championship eliminator. You had Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford, and Anna Jay. Very fun match. Storm wins. And I'll say that's a match worth watching the show for because I think they're really stepping up with the girls and getting some time on them. MJF Hurts Top Flight. I don't know where they're going at with this storyline, but they were supposed to be fighting for a contendership, and then MJF knocks one of them out. And I don't get why single competitors and the tag team stuff are mixing. Like, why is MJF rivaling Hurt Syndicate when he has no? It's not a tag team, which is a single person. Maybe Warlow comes back and tags him. I don't fucking know. But then again, you have what Adam Cole with FTR, and he's rivaling a tag team. Then you also have like Daniel Garcia rivaling a tag team, and I was like, your tag teams need help too. Like fucking make tag teams and mix them around. But I don't know
But
where they're structured with that right now.
isn't the whole thing MJF is trying to get? He's doing a gang initiation, right?
Trying, just trying. Getting there little by little, and then he could try to betray them, I guess. Uh, yeah, ROH championship, TV championship match: Nick Wayne versus Rhino. Nick Wayne won.
I
And
would never expect to hear those two names against each other.
yeah,
What?
you have Swerve Strickland, Mike Bailey, and Mark Briscoe versus the Young Bucks and Ricochet. Solid match. I'm getting to a point that when there's just no points of just selling things anymore, it gets to annoying after a while. I hate the fact that Strickland took a full on finisher, got right back up, did his finisher, then went down, then went up real fast. And I'm like, those things are starting to get me annoyed of what when I watch the Young Bucks and shit more and more. But again, that's just my feeling with wrestling and just wanting to play off the fucking crowd. But when you just throw shit and throw shit and throw shit, sometimes it just gets tired of watching. Um, Mercedes Moroney ruins Jamie Hayter's interview. That was actually pretty good. They get ready to fight for the finals of the Owen Hart match, and then you had another championship eliminator, Okada versus Kevin Knight. Solid match. Okada wins. Then you had Samoa Joe versus Claudio. Solid match as Joe wins, and that's the end of the show. I'm gonna go women. At least were strong, had a strong showing. Beyond everything else, I'm not really interested in a lot of the storylines also going on. So I'm at a C with the show. C plus because the women's matches were actually quite good, and the Monet segment with Hater was actually pretty good. SmackDown. Actually, Collision showed on Thursday. There was a special Collision. Ricochet versus Angelico was solid. If you watched Lucha Underground, they actually fought a couple times there, and it reminded me of that match. You had an 8-man tag of the out. See, you had the outrunners and 4-man tags with everyone else, and not fighting for contentionship. They're teaming with Bandito and another person. I forgot who it was. They had a 4-way. Don Callis finally won. Anthony Bowens, Lee Johnson. Anthony Bowens won. See, now I understand him getting a title match, seeing that he has like 8 wins in a row. So, like, if you have a title contention match or a title eliminator, he deserves it because he's 8-0 right now. He's on a streak. I hate when, again, that's another thing. It's like the streak shit. But the match of the night of the Collision that you must watch is Statlander with Little Nightingale. They killed it. The rest of the show was okay. So I'll go A plus. Not A plus. C plus with that too. SmackDown. We keep off with. That's Backlash. My bad. Kick off with LA Knight and Damian Priest tagging with Solo and Jacob Fatu.
And this one is a story that came from like 2 weeks ago. No, from pay-per-view, actually. The last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And it has gone through now, which I think is actually good that these two guys ended up having something to do and then still drew.
Yeah.
And then it goes into Jacob and then also Solo Lurkin. So good stuff.
Good
Good
stuff.
match. Good match.
Good match.
Good match.
Yep. We got Piper Nevins and Chelsea Green versus Lena and a mystery tag partner, which lineup being Alexa Bliss.
Yes. And I said Alexa looked vacant. So I don't you trust her. Look in her eyes was like, I'm happy, but not for you.
She looked at that belt.
I mean, everybody should.
Uh,
Everybody should.
Kudos to Chelsea Green in the memorial service that she's
Yeah, that
been.
was pretty
Yeah, she's fucking hilarious, and whatever she's doing, keep it going. It's just been funny. Um, and Nick Aldis fucking her shit up.
I like the fake candles. Not using the real ones inside.
Yeah. The tag team was solid. The pop that Alexa Bliss gets, like, she gets a fucking huge pop, but then also was her hometown as well.
Yes.
Um, but it was nice seeing her. Wonder what they're gonna do with her because they also hinted something with her and Charlotte. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Jay Cargill versus Nia Jax. I thought that match was actually quite solid.
It was solid. They also had the little showdown with her and Charlotte as well
Yep, yep,
before she left.
yep,
Because Charlotte, between this match and the other one, was talking poo poo about Tiffany.
yep. And the crowd. I'm going to go. Okay,
I would
go.
just, I would just point out they're trying too hard to make her bad. Because like the
Yeah,
crowd was like, if I'm being honest, it was 75% cheering for her.
yeah,
And you can hear boos, yes, but like people just like Charlotte, so her having to be an asshole when people are audibly cheering her just seems weird.
yeah.
He's like, "Why are you rude? I'm not being rude. What are you talking about?" So,
Match of the night. Street Profits versus Fraxium.
hey man, 2 weeks in a row. No, when was the last big match? Yeah, the Street Profit.
Uh, the
Was it a week
last
ago?
the last Street Profit match.
The big one, the
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So two. There you go.
The ladder match, yeah.
Yes,
And
they
I
killed that
like the
man.
fact that they were still having bandages and shit like that, and they were selling the ladder match.
That makes sense,
Yeah.
and that's why they lost because they was beat up.
Yep. Faxium actually defeats the Street Profits.
Very surprising. I didn't think they was gonna win.
Yep. Then we got Carmelo Hayes versus Alex Black.
Well, also, do they get beat up before this match? Because they get jumped. The tag teams get
No,
jumped
they
to the
get it
mat.
after this match.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we got Carmelo Hayes versus Alex Black. Solid match. Miz got taken out, and then Carmelo getting the black mask.
No, it's the
Uh,
opposite.
no, opposite. Yeah, there you go.
Carmelo got rolled. I guess he got pinned, but Miz got the black mass.
Yes. I don't mind it. Like, I think a lot of people are like complaining like, oh, the Miz and is not clicking. I actually don't mind them together if they actually work them as a tag team and actually do things like what they're doing together. Like that Andre fucking head should be a weapon. They should use that all the fucking time. That shit's humongous.
This is true.
Like that should be
My
a
only
prop.
thing
That should be
is,
knocking people out.
my only thing is the lack of special wrestlers right now. Like Shinsuke was like Roman, like Alexa.
Yeah.
I need people to not always have a normal match. Aleister Black, I think he's too special right now. Like I get Carmelo,
Yeah.
special individual, right? But he just came back and he's murdering the Miz left and right. I think the match shouldn't have been that long.
Yeah.
Like he should have just killed Carmelo. Just saying.
There you go. Now, backstage, Frexium get jumped by DIY. That might be the next matchup.
Yes, and he says because they were hurt, you didn't beat nobody.
Yep,
So
yep,
I don't know why they're standing up for the tag team champions. But I think it was just an excuse to beat somebody up. So
yep, yep. Los Garzas versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Solid tag match. Also has storyline towards the ending as well of Santos and Berto, and Berto slaps his hand off of him.
that's it. He's tired of people talking trash to his face.
Yep, yep.
And now, not for nothing, they were also a group with Andrade during the pandemic.
Yeah, they were Vesselina.
Hmm.
So who knows?
So he better watch his mouth.
Yep, yep. Solid stuff though. And then our champ, the champ is here, and he had a whole segment. They had a decoy person going for the RKO, got AA'd, and then Randy comes out and RKO Cena one more time.
And some dickhead throws a bottle at John Cena.
Yeah, threw a
And he
bottle.
held it up on TV. I thought that was hilarious.
The body double was the fake Orton was Sean Spears.
Really?
Yeah,
That's kind of bad.
I was saying, I was like, damn, that guy's small compared to Randy. I was like, damn, he's got a little tiny. But yeah, it was Sean Spears under the that took the RKO.
Why?
I guess for the decoy aesthetics, like they had a decoy and then Randy Orton.
They needed a guy with tattoos on his arms, I
Yeah,
guess.
pretty much, and his tattoos. A lot of people recognize some of his tattoos too, and that's how they figured it was Sean Spears.
I see it like a downgrade to me. Why you out there doing that? You don't
Eh,
need the money.
hey, paid pretty well. If they ask me, hey, you want to just take a RKO, you get paid this much, I'm like, all right, that sounds fine.
Yeah, I guess. You can't see my face, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Uh, SmackDown, what do you give it?
SmackDown, I give it an A minus.
I'm
I
gonna,
think
I'll say,
the matches were real good.
yeah,
They're real good. There's some minor things that I have problems with, but to be honest, the matches were very good.
yep, yep. And now we go to WWE Backlash, the pay-per-view. First match we kick off with is the United States Championship match. Got Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Fatal 4-Way match.
I give the match a 4.25. I think it was a great first match for the show. I think a lot of the stories made sense going into it, and then you had the rivalries for each individual in it, and then that equals Drew and Priest like taking each other out, so they're not in the ring. Then you have a special guest,
Yep,
another Island Boy. So
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, I assume that's his real name.
Yeah,
So he just murders LA Knight, and Jacob was like, "Who you? Who you?"
Solo's
So
getting a band back together.
well, I guess because whatchamacallit is supposed to be out for a while because his arm thing was actually serious.
Yeah, Tom Tonga's still around, right? Or he got hurt.
No, Timer's the one that's
Yeah,
hurt.
he's
I mean,
hurt
the
too.
recent,
So their
recent.
brothers are hurt.
So I guess one will be back before the other
Okay.
if they don't make it wait. So
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go 4-2-5s as is. I think WWE does a good job when they do the multi-man matches. They're always fun to watch. And again, like you said, they kept storylines together and kind of kept storylines going within this too. So it made it fun. But Jacob Fatu retains. Second match is Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
this one, I think I'll also go for. I think it was like you said, it was physical. I think that's part of it that they did really good at was to make it seem, even though we know otherwise, that they really don't like each other.
Yeah.
That Becky is very good at pissing people off. So, and that she is an incredibly sore loser.
Yes. Yes,
So,
because she got rolled up. It was like a roll up pin, and after the match, after the pin, Becky just attacked her and disarmed her. Did a disarmer to her until they broke the release.
yep,
My only critique with Becky Lynch is that I wish she worked on the arm more.
I guess so. But I would also just say I think the move is bad enough
Yeah,
where if somebody did that to you, because you can't.
there's a
So
lot.
it's
Yeah,
kind of like it's hard to say that that move needs so much preparation. Like I get it in realism, you want to do the work to arm, but like the disarmor is kind of messed up.
yeah, but it was good. It was good. It's a solid match. I'll stick with a 4 as well. I thought it was. I liked the physicality of the match though. It looked like it was a fight. It looked like they were going at each other kind of things, and it made it seem like a fight. Next match, Intercontinental Championship match: Dominic Mysterio versus Penta.
Uh, I'm not surprised he won, but I am surprised at just how much of an elevation from even the 4-way at Mania this match was. I think this match was excellent.
Yeah, same here.
I think Dom was like, damn, Dom is pulling the tricks out the bag. But I think that's also the effect of him being a bad guy.
Yeah,
Is just not doing all that flashy stuff and saving it for special moments. Because that DDT was cool as hell. Like all the other stuff he did, he actually did a good frog splash.
yeah,
But and then the other thing I think is the story going in and coming out is the Judgment Day.
yeah.
What's up with Finn? Still looking a little jealous there. What's up with that?
He had miscues and was like, "Oh, let me get a chair instead," and then
And
he got
yeah,
caught.
yeah. And the person who actually saved him was Grande Americana.
Yep, with the headbutt of doom.
But I also think it's legitimately a great part of the story because it's like if a luchador has a mask, I mean has a match, you gotta watch out for him.
Yeah,
Hates you guys.
yep. He hates you. He took one out in speed. He's the new speed champion.
That's true.
So be careful, luchadors. He's coming after you.
So
Match where you give it.
this one I give personally I give it a 4-5.
I'm at the same 4-5. I think this was one of my favorite matches of the night. I think they went at it pretty fast. It was a quick match, but it was actually a really entertaining match for what it was too.
It did not overstay its welcome.
Yeah. Next match, Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
Uh, I think it was okay at best. I'm gonna say it was a 3, and not because of Pat. I think it was because for whatever reason they did not have Gunter murder him.
Yeah.
They had him beat Pat up. They had him laugh at him and show him up. They had him be a dickhead to Pat. But Gunther didn't really beat the shit out of Pat,
Yeah.
if you notice. So that's my real gripe with the match was like they set it up like he was gonna die. And he just beat him. And then he gets up at the end. And I'm like, what? And then they
I,
have this really long, awkward thing where they just wait for him to get up. And I'm like, he should have just stayed down.
yeah.
Because he didn't shake his hand. He didn't spit in his face. He didn't slap Michael Cole or anything at the end. It was just him standing there awkwardly. So yeah, it was. I didn't like it that much.
I think it would. I think it should have been a fucking murder.
Yeah,
It should have been that dude's chest should have been more red. He should have been beaten to a pulp, and you should have had Gunther like purposely torturing him in front of Michael Cole.
100%. I agree.
And I feel like that's where it fell off for me. So I'm gonna go 3 as well. And I think again, the fact that you're using Michael Cole as a thing, you should have fucking did a lot of moves in front of right in front of his face, and like really brutally fucking take him, like stomp on his head, fucking put your foot on his throat while you're looking at him and talking shit to Michael Cole and shit. And I would have loved to see a bullhammer. The fact that Michael Cole got in the ring and is if he would have attacked Michael Cole, I would have loved to see Ray Barrett fucking knock the shit out of Gunther as well. So that was an element there. I was like, was Ray Barrett gonna do something? But he didn't. You know what? One thing I want to give credit to Ray Barrett. Like I'm really like I think he really found his niche in the commentating thing because he has been extremely good with attention to details, and I've been
Mhm.
really enjoying it. So kudos on Ray Barrett. I wish he'd bullhammered him though. That was another thing I wish he did. Burning Hammer or whatever, Bullhammer. Yeah, it was the Bullhammer, the fucking forearm that he used to do. All right, and the main event is the undisputed WWE Championship match. You have John Cena versus Randall Keith Orton.
Uh, Match wise, I think it was a four at best, but all the stuff added to it just made it so ridiculous that I give it a 4 or 5. Um, it was like Looney Tunes when Randy started arcade over
Yeah,
all the stuff. Everybody should be off work this week. It's like, oh, we can't. We got a skeleton crew from Monday Night Raw.
yeah.
And it's like, what happened? You RKO'd all the producers and backstage people.
There's no SmackDown next week.
Yeah, yeah.
Monday Night
So
Raw is taking over SmackDown.
no, Chelsea is the GM. There you go.
Ah,
Chelsea takes.
she's gonna give herself the title.
I mean, why not?
There you go.
But yeah, I think everything around it, and of course, the icing on top was our truth taking the bullet for his hero, John Cena.
Yeah, he was about to get punt. He couldn't see it happen. That's just her childhood hero. It's crazy. Him getting involved with it made me smile. I was like, at least they using it in a really well way. And then he also got RKO'd. For the match itself, I thought it was just very entertaining. I thought it was very old school. A lot of sleeper holds, a lot of like holds, and a lot of grappling, a lot of like old school kind of stuff between them two. And you could see the chemistry they have. Like they know how to work with each other, and you could see it like it's like riding a bike. Like they haven't rode a bike in a long time, and then you go back on it, and you know how to do it right away. And I think that was exactly what this match was. I did like this a lot more than the WrestleMania match too. Like I thought their chemistry is not matched, but and then the shenanigans was fun. So yeah, I'm at 4 or 5 of it too. The shenanigans were hilarious as well. So there you go. No SmackDown next week because he took out all of them. That's like 100 grand. That's gonna go on fines. It's expensive, Randy. Backlash overall, where you give it?
I guess I give it a 3.75. I would say overall. Was that
Yeah,
a B minus?
there's like a B minus. Yeah, I agree with that. We go to podcasts we listen to. I've been listening to CCV. Chris Van Vliet had a bunch of people on. He had Indy Hartwell, which was a really good interview again to listen to. He has Joe Hendry and Matt Cardona this week, so definitely check those out. And there's another one he had was actually really good. I did listen to Sol Roca on Busted Open. I did listen to Chauncey on Busted Open. That was actually a really good conversation as well. And I'm sad that again we got a lot of releases this week, and some of them I was surprised with just because I thought Chemical S was fucking working, and I thought I actually really liked. I would have liked more production on them and actually having like the full tank, 3-person tank and shit, and actually really help develop them. But I was a little disappointed that the Chauncey's well, Chauncey's contract expired. The rest of them got released.
Yes, that's true.
And there's an agreement with Braun Strowman too. Braun Strowman is gonna be like a part time, like he's gonna be signing like part time things. They said they don't need him there, but they'll call him when they need him and stuff like that. So he's not like technically like fully out, like he will definitely come be back. I think they'll use him like a special attraction thing, because he also has a really fucking bad leg too, which he always has to get checked out as well. So we'll see. But you gotta give Strowman credit where credit's due. Like he helped Bronson Reed, he helped Jacob Fatu get to that level. So I wish they actually gave him more credit. Oh yeah, the R Truth live show, that was actually pretty funny too.
Yes, sir.
Um, anything else? No. Oh, wrestling retrospect. It's your pick.
Right. Let's see. Did we pick who we picked last time? X Pac, right?
X Pac, yeah.
Yes.
X Pac.
Make some noise. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Did we do? All right. Here we go. Let's go in a completely different direction. Trying to find somebody completely different. All right. You know what? What about? And he's in a different thing. ROH. The guy. What's the? Shane Taylor. Did
Um,
we do Shane Taylor?
Shane Taylor. No,
Yes.
Shane Taylor. Okay. All right, Shane Taylor would be big. So that'll be that wrestling retrospect. All right, we wrap this up. Thank you for listening. This is Wrestling Babble. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, TikTok, and all right through the mic. Also follow Recycling Link.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recycle Inc. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we get a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies. Laters. All right. Like 10
Yes,
minutes.
sir. All right, no problem.
That's fine. I just gotta go put laundry in the dryer.
Yes, sir.
You just had to change my laundry stuff.
Hmm.
I finished that whole block of the Visionary shit. It was good. Like
Oh,
it's the Visionaries cartoon. That one, the volume one.
uh,
It was good. It's an interesting cartoon. I started seeing the toy line a lot, like on a lot of like channels now.
you said people found the toys?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been looking for those toys, and it's a weird toy that like you cannot really find in your mint because the hologram.
Uh, I got you. Okay. Okay.
It's interesting though.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's see. Freeze. And Spider-Man: No Way Home. That was the first time you saw it, right? Or is it the second time?
Yes. No, first time. Very good. Very good.
Get that up. All right. Whenever you're